right, and we are back.
I'll have to look it up. I got it at a fair, actually.
Okay.
All right, so luckily the tech goblins hit early rather than later. So I'll start again real quick. I'll just go through things, bam, 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 and we'll be on our way. So welcome to ZealZaddy. My name is Scott Coventry. I'm the DM and Storyteller here. And this is Elixia, Season 2, Episode 25, Deepest Dark. This is our... we've been going almost 2 years now, and we're at... I think next week is 50 episodes, if I remember correctly. So we're going to hit our 50, which is amazing. I mean, it's shocking to me. I've had a campaign going this long. I haven't had one like this since a long time ago. Normally they get boring. This one hasn't gotten boring at all. So we are also publishers. Go check us out on DriveThruRPG at just look up ZealZaddy. You'll find us there. Follow us on all the socials at ZealZaddy. And we are pushing to get to 300 followers here and 200 followers on YouTube. If you want to hop over and follow us on those places, get notified of all the uploads and when we go live. What else? Let's just bring everyone in. I don't want to keep talking. I'd rather talk about cool stuff, like game stuff. All right. Hello, everybody.
Hello!
You get to see everybody again, everyone in chat. We're all here again. So let's start with... let's go with Blake first.
I feel like I've been the first one the last couple times. You know we're gonna go with it though.
Has it?
We're gonna go with it though. We're gonna go with it though. So hello everybody. My name is Blake. I play Hipley Amberwater, the used to be a personal librarian who might be a little magical now, who's doing some things. But yep. You can hit me up on Twitter. I don't know why you would. Actually, I do have an idea. If you want to hit me on Twitter at Blake C. Francis, let me know what you're reading, because I love reading. Have a library card, so easy access. So if you want to hit me up in there, seriously, whatever you're reading, because I'm down to read whatever. So yeah, looking forward to playing tonight.
All right, let's go with Morgan next. I'm just gonna go right down the bottom of Zoom.
All right.
That's probably why I do it, because you're on the bottom of the Zoom screen. On one side or the other, and I'm just always like left to right, right to left.
You want to start with the best, so it makes sense. I get you.
Makes sense, yes.
What's up, everybody? I am Morgan with Mindflayed Mondays. Everywhere on social, you can find us at Mindflayed Mondays, except for Twitter, which is at Mindflayed Mun. We are a professional group of dungeon masters who run games. So check us out if you're looking for somebody to run a game for you. Beyond that, we also have products on the DM's Guild. So you can check us out on there too. And I have a podcast that I run weekly. We just dropped episode 19 yesterday, and my players are getting close to the first BBEG of the first arc. So it's about to go down. So check it out if you guys like it. Share it with everybody else. And in our wonderful game here, 50 episodes. That's crazy that we're almost there. That's nuts. I play Vesryn Magic from House Magic. He is a wood elf wizard, and as always, I'm just so happy, and I always say this, but I always mean it, so happy to be here with this wonderful group of people. So,
All right, let's go with Tiffany.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. I play Cerridwen Sagewynd. She goes by Dwin. She's the bard of the group. She spent a long time composing a song magic to go to this basically other dimension to try to rescue her son, and we accomplished that. Some people died, which is unfortunate, because we had someone thwart our spell basically, and so now I've been reunited with my son, and so now Cerridwen's gonna try to figure out how to I don't know, be a mom when she hasn't seen her son in a really long time. And as for myself, I run a campaign called Dungeon Damsels, which focuses on an all-female cast. We all play female characters, and my husband just really likes playing D&D, so I couldn't say no to him. So he plays one of our females leads, and we've been going strong for about like 2 years. We have a couple of mini campaigns. We have an underwater horror campaign called Dark Waters, and I have a lot of like holiday specials. So St. Patrick's Day is coming up, so if you want some St. Patrick's Day shenanigans, something in the background, you can find Dungeon Damsels on YouTube and podcast platform, and you can just put that on. We'd love to have you listen. And I love playing with these guys. We got a great dynamic. We have a lot of great actors and just players.
Yep, we do. All right, Natalie.
Unmute myself. Hello, everyone. I am Natalie, or on the internets, I go by Ghost Candle most places where you can find me. I go post about my art and other D&D stuff. If you find me on Ko-Fi, it's ko-fi.com/ghostcandle. I just released a little sneak peek at something to my supporters about maybe a homebrew release of some kind. So I don't know, that might be cool. Also, just my digital shop is full of D&D themed emotes. I just released a dwarf and a gnome this month. Going to release a halfling and maybe something special for St. Patty's Day. So hang around for that. But tonight I am playing Besis, our druid, Circle the Stars, with a little bit of warlock in her, and she is our half tiefling fish person. Something to be explored in the future. We'll see. And yeah, we both use she, they pronouns.
All right, Jazz.
Hi, I'm Jazz. You can find me everywhere at Cinderscoria. Wherever you see at Cinderscoria, it's probably going to be me, unless you're thinking of the rock, in which case that's a rock. I play Jada, our Warforged sorcerer / fighter, who is a former royal guard, as we have discovered long time ago. But now they are just, I guess, a royal guard for Vesryn. Yep. It's my friend Brian's birthday today, by the way. Happy birthday, Brian. He should be in the chat today.
Happy birthday, Brian.
I'm really excited.
Nice.
Happy birthday.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Congratulations on surviving another year of human error. It means you didn't do something dumb enough or hang around somebody who did something dumb enough to get you killed. And that is something to celebrate.
Hey!
Yeah.
Anyway, that's
All
it
right.
for me.
So, who wants to do a recap?
Well, the
Yes.
start of our last session, we were in the middle of figuring out where we teleported to, and we recognized a tree from Dwen's vision, and seeing all the people either dead or alive around us in a frozen state in which we could not shake them from, which Vesryn was able to decipher. It's some powerful hold person of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Vez and Dwen were looking into the
There's like an altar. There's like
Yes,
an
the
altar nearby. Yeah.
Some type of
but-
divination altar.
Yeah, it was
When-
like a divination augmenter altar type thing that had like rainwater dripping into it. I think that had something to do with it being active.
Yeah,
or-
rainwater. It required blood, and the candles would light up when somebody would cast a divination spell near them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
So we, like, Vesryn tried to use that, but I don't think we did it right.
no, there was something.
We
I was
got
missing.
interrupted too, though. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think we had the time to. Something got a little interrupted
Yeah.
by.
Yeah, so yes, trigger
Three
warning,
giddy.
undead. We hear intense screaming around us in the forest until this figure comes rushing out, screaming to kill him.
And it was kind of Vesryn's fault because he was like, "Hello, anybody there?" And then all of a sudden it was like, "Huh?" And then it came charging at us. So sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
I mean, I said something too. I was like, "Hello," talking in whatever.
Yeah.
Who was like, "Hi, kill me."
Followed up by two goblins that didn't say anything about killing them, but we're ready to full on scrap. Found out they were Bibby and Gibby from their clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And after...
and they had a sheet of paper in their pocket.
yes.
Go ahead, you have it.
Sheet of paper that we read a part of that insinuated a Sagewynd had possibly authored about Elixia. So while we were trying to figure out what we were going to do next, Hipley flew up, tried to get a survey of the land, and we all decided we will go south to the nearest fire that we were seeing the smoke for. And we got there, we found mud hut, or not a mud hut, but a hut, an interesting layout around it, almost like in a protective way.
Yeah, it was clear of like trees. Almost like in almost a like perfect square of just like, here's the hut, perfect square around it in trees.
Yeah, there was a tree marking, oh god, I can't remember the directions.
Cardinal direction.
The cardinal directions at each corner, yeah.
But we explored inside where Deezus as a bear spelled death. And Dwen and Hipley were exploring the rest of it. We found more books and writings, and Hipley found in a little hidden box underneath a bed the book that the page was from. And yes, it was from a Sagewynd, possibly the first written author.
And also some words by Bibby and by the two goblins, because they were learning how to write too. So it's a cool little.
Yeah, by Eaterwag Sagewynd was the author, or Eatervog actually is how it would be pronounced probably at this point.
Yeah, we found there's like some notes in like common and giant. It's like Thrangle was teaching them common. The book by Eaterwag was clearly used a lot. Like the pages were worn. It liked whoever had the book really liked this section on like fighting, and we let's see,
on the heroic deeds.
Yes, the heroic deeds. That's right. So we're just kind of exploring the inside of the hut, and we hear people coming. So we look outside, and there's Thrangle, who is my son, but a different name. So I know him as Taliesin, but he grew up with a different name. And he's coming up with like a couple of humans, I think. Then
thugs.
Yeah, so
we got into a tussle.
Yeah, we got into a fight. We tried to
hurt started by them. They instigated it completely. So
yeah, they kind of insinuated that they killed or possibly sacrificed our little goblin friends, and that was very sad for us. So
yeah,
for Hipley in particular.
Yeah, so we kind of started a fight, and we tried to de-escalate it, and it didn't work super great. But Cerridwen was able to talk Thrangle down by saying, "I'm a Sagewynd," and he became interested in that. And then the rain started to pour, which basically scared the local denizens. So Thrangle and his posse, the humans fled off, and then Thrangle said, "We need to get inside." So we went inside the hut and waited out the rain.
But not before Hipley and Vesryn tried to kill.
If we got a hit, I think we both hit him.
Yeah, we both hit him, and then
don't forget that Hipley admitted to being Thrangle's father at one point too.
Yeah, I tried to. I guess.
Oh yes.
Son, there you are.
And at one point, like some bears showed up.
I think because
illusionary bears.
Yeah, illusionary because he cast it because he was, as they were escaping, made like a mist, but luckily Vesryn was able to kind of dispel most of it.
Counterspell.
And so the only thing was just we saw like the with the fake bears.
Okay. then we're inside the hut waiting out the rain, and we start talking to Thrangle, and he tells us that he was born of the forest, and therefore it's impossible to have been born by me, by classical means. And so I'm very confused. Cerridwen's like, so who raised you? And like, what do you mean you came from the forest? What does that mean? And he said, okay, well, Kristar is the person that raised me. And so so then Cerridwen says, oh, well, I want to meet this person. So after the rain cleared, we went to this forest glade with, let's see, a clearing with stones, yeah. And Kristar turns out to be a dryad. And we tell an old dryad.
Was she?
Until the end.
Appears to be a dryad. We find out from her that the unicorn was slain on the island to protect Elixia. And it brought darkness as well. So that's kind of an ambiguous hint. We go to Chris' hut, and there's a bunch of dead people.
For those that weren't here in early season 1, Vesryn had come across a spirit of a dead unicorn pony, and it was on an old temple. It was protecting an old temple, and it was there's an old Celtic thing where they would sacrifice a creature to protect the land around it into the future, and that's what had happened. And it came back again later, and it helped them escape when they were being attacked by the demon. So that's where that ties back to for those that didn't see early season 1 stuff.
Cool. We go to Chris' hut. There's a bunch of dead people in front of her house.
I believe it was the same location that we appeared in, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So yes.
It was our dead people. It was our dead
Yeah, it was our dead people.
So
well, your dead people are hard to tell they're dead. They're just like in a shield. The other ones are
Our Schrodinger people.
Yeah. So anyway, I tell Thrangle and Kristar what my story was, which is, long story short, I had an affair with Vesryn's brother. The brother eventually freaks out about having an affair with, affair, he didn't cheat on anyone. I just was a commoner, and it was forbidden love. And so then
forbidden
when
relationship.
So when Cerridwen said, oh, I'm pregnant, we're expecting, he's like, oh no, we have to get rid of the baby. This is terrible. So she was like, oh my gosh, my boyfriend wants to kill our child. So she sent him away. She sent Taliesin away to protect him. And so after all this time, she's come back to find him because the protection spell that her family did was undone by her on accident. And so now she's here to basically protect him again. And she was led to him kind of by oh wow, this is so much lore. Back when, this is before our new players even came in, but I was visited by an avatar of Hui Leylin. At least I think I was. I'm not sure anymore. And he told me, oh, your son's over here, and when you find him, carve this symbol into the rock. And so I was like, cool, I want to find my son. So we find my son, and I'm like, all right, a deal's a deal. I'm going to carve this symbol into the rock. So I do that, and then it turns out that the Dryad's actually a hag in disguise, and she hoodwinked me, and we punched a hole through time and space between Reveus and what's our planet called? I don't know.
No one uses a name for it. The world. It's just the world.
The world. So the world that
We should ask someone there.
White is on. Yeah. What's this planet called?
What's a planet?
jettisoned into another portal essentially, and that's pretty much what happened.
There is one thing I want to point out.
Yeah.
And this is tied to what Taliesin said to Vesryn about his family's past when we were talking to him in the hut. He brought up that a civil magic had worn the mask like 10,000 years ago and was corrupted by it. And he said something about my entire family possibly being corrupted by the mask that we now carry, that Dwin carries on her, or potentially a mask similar to the one that Dwin carries on her.
Horrifying. Thank you.
Yeah, the mask.
Vesryn's not corrupt. You need to have a team meeting with that Vesryn. Like, I don't know, he's not corrupt. I'm just
saying. I don't know. Maybe I've been corrupted too.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Worrying about
the real evil.
And
The real evil.
the moment
I'm
you
the
hit
final
that,
BBEG.
the moment you hit that last chisel hit on the crystal, you disappeared from there, and you saw the thing change. And a moment later, you feel that stretching like you'd felt before, and everything becomes sort of this white, pale swirl around you. It doesn't last as long as the other had taken, and you end up in the middle of a field surrounded by a forest. There are mountains up on the sides. There are... Hold on.
Did we ever get a
There's-
long rest before? Sorry.
No, you did
Okay.
not.
Big
And
group.
the forest looks a lot like where you were. Maybe it's a little bit deeper of green, but it's also dusk. You can tell that the sun is going down. So you have long shadows coming from the trees, and the light is a little soft. The field is dotted with mushrooms instead of all the lavender all through this field, and you recognize that you're inside this grouping of standing stones. There's 3 of them, and outside of that there are 8 taller spires made of stone that kind of like what you had been surrounded by in when you did the orchestral piece. It's not exactly the same, but it feels very similar. There are you hear the sound of insects all around. As dusk comes down, the insects start getting busier, and you see fireflies, fat fireflies buzzing all through the air, enjoying the night as it comes on. You can see there's a hint of runes on all the standing stones and on the spire stones. Up on the sides, you can see the mountains wrapping up. It looks almost like the valley you were in next to Wythe, but it's with the dusk, it looks a little different. But also up on the mountain, you can see there are 2 pillars carved into the rock near the top of one of them.
So there are pillars on the mountain?
On the mountain, way up high, there's 2 pillars up on that were not there before. But the mountains are the same mountains, you think. The forest looks more or less the same, but slightly different, maybe a little darker, a little bit more light dappled through the trees. And the lavender's all gone, and instead you're in a field of tall grasses with mushrooms everywhere. Even around the stones, there are toadstools and mushrooms all around too. Birds and groups fly past.
We were at the Standing Stone at night in Wythe because we slept there.
Yeah,
And I can see in the dark. Is this the same set or is this different?
it's different. The standing stones are different, and the field and the trees look
Similar.
almost the same, but they're not exactly the same.
I don't think we're in Wythe anymore.
Did the people come with us?
I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna ask that too. Are they any?
And yes, all of the people have arrived, and you can see they're starting to move, almost like they're breaking out of a stiffness, almost like a petrification is being lifted.
Right. Well, first wrap up that dulcimer player.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look. Are there any stars out currently, or is it just a little too bright yet?
There are stars. It's not too bright to see stars.
Okay. Is there any constellations that I would recognize?
Make me a. For you, I think it'd be a nature check.
Okay.
You know this guy from nature.
I'm gonna use my rope of climbing to tie up.
I'm gonna check on the body to see if the ones are really dead. I'm gonna check the bodies.
So
Okay, pretty
everybody
good roll.
came back with us, right? Everybody that went there came back with us through this one? Or just
Yes,
certain people?
everyone came back. And some of the people that were dead are starting to move.
Ooh.
Nice. I
Some of them.
rolled.
Very
Not all of them.
slowly, very little bit. Like you can see their hands or their fingers twitch.
Oh, I'm gonna
I'm gonna. Oh yeah.
tell,
Okay.
I'm gonna tell the rope. I'm just gonna let the rope tie her up, and then I'm just gonna go over to some of the dead people. Well, dead people. See if I can help them.
I don't know what just happened. Where are we? From Thrangul.
Oh, well, Jesus.
Yes, I rolled a 21 total on my nature check.
Yes. You see the stars. They look brighter than they probably should be at this time of night, but they look like everything's in the same positions.
Okay, so my knowledge of star, like constellations with the seasons, am I able to figure out with that roll how far away, like in terms of like nautical kind of knowledge?
You could tell that you think you're actually still in the same valley, but something in the valley is different. The valley is different than it was before. The standing stones, everything within the standing stones is for sure different. Everything out just looks richer in its color and darker, but the tree line looks probably the same-ish. I mean, it's very hard to tell exactly, but this feels like the same place.
Could be a different time.
Yeah,
Jada,
Yeah, I was gonna say, yes.
the moment you arrive, you're hearing, okay, so you have your clock going off, but you're also hearing like two things going on at once, which has not happened. You've not heard that. And that doesn't make sense because you're keeping track of time. Whoa. That's weird.
I hear two different times.
Perhaps a similar situation as what we've experienced before, Twin, where time has passed quite fast while we were away.
Yes, possibly.
Hmm.
Time
Desus,
seems to pass differently while we're over on the other side.
Desus, are you able to tell by the stars what season we're in? Are we still in the same season, or is this a different?
I guess we fall. Except the mushrooms.
Yeah, I at least know we're in the same area, even though everything's different. But do I know what season we're in?
You were in. I'm trying to remember what it was last time. I think it was autumn. I think.
Sure.
When you left, but it makes it. Yeah, it works.
Although it was
Whatever you
spring
say.
because the lavender
Sure.
was blooming. But yeah, whatever. I mean.
Oh no,
lavender
you're
was
right.
blooming.
The lavender was blooming. It must have been end of summer, so it's not quite autumn yet.
Could be
Thank
magical
you.
lavender.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you cut all that down, so now there's just mushrooms and grass.
Bang did. Did Bang even come with us? I mean, I feel like we would have noticed if Bang did.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Bang is here, but he was frozen,
And the. It's true.
but he's still slowly starting to come to.
We
I'd be
should, we should probably set up a campsite so we can we can help everybody and then rest here, and then when we have light, perhaps move back to the city.
So I'm gonna look at the perimeter. Do we see like any of the wagons or anything that was here when we set up?
Nope. None of that.
All the wagons are gone.
Actually, why don't you make me a survival check?
Hey, that's my best
Jesus.
one.
Nat 20, come on. First one of the night. Let's go. Come on.
I did a really weird roll, but yeah. That's only a 9 total.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah.
Retired.
You get nothing.
It's been a long day.
I'm just very confused.
And
Des was going to try to gather some firewood to set up
Okay.
different like places of fire, and then set a couple fires, so we can get campfires going for people when they kind of come out of it, and they can rest around some campfires.
Let's maybe move everyone away from the standing stones just in case.
I'm gonna be helping the people as much as I can. Like I have no like medical knowledge, but I'm gonna just try to ease them back from wherever they're coming from.
Thranguil goes with you, Vesryn. I'll help you with the firewood. I can carry a lot.
Thank you, nephew.
And he chuckles.
I'm gonna use. She's gonna just be observing the people who seem to be dead, but now are moving again, to ascertain if they need medical attention. Can I do a medical check?
Sure, do it.
Okay. She's just gonna like do. Because. Okay. Well, I mean that's a 13. That's okay.
They seem to. It's hard to tell while they're still recovering, but they seem to be relatively okay. Just
Do the
no
classic,
cuts. I mean, you
hand
can't tell
wave.
from the head, like if there's anything wrong with their, like whether they've been hit in the head or damaged in any way that way. It's just
You know,
physically they seem to be okay.
check for heartbeats.
Yep, heartbeats on all.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go to. Yeah, she's just gonna sit there confused for a little bit. Just be like, what's happening? And then if anyone needs to be carried to the fire, she'll carry him over.
Okay. Well, the fire hasn't been put to set up
okay.
yet. I don't think, has it? I mean, you guys.
Yeah, it was
You just wanted to get firewood.
over time. Like while she's checking different people, we'd be setting them.
I'll light my lantern and just.
Okay.
There's way too many people to do one fire. There's way too many people to do one fire, so I would be setting up a couple fires near each other so people can have different places to sit.
Oh, also, just one more thing. I just want to make sure that the rope of climbing did, in fact, tie up the dulcimer player.
Okay. It's now tying them up. I don't remember. Were you tying them up before, or you just?
I told it to.
Yeah, I thought you said
I
so.
used a command to.
Right. So yes, the dulcimer player, named.
Pain in the ass. That's what I'm naming her.
Talaith.
Talaith, aka Pain in the Ass.
And what are you doing, Hipley?
I was checking the bodies. Yeah, no, I
you're
was checking the bodies
okay.
too. I was helping. I don't have like any experience with it, but that's what I was doing.
Yeah, as you're checking them, as they get muscle movement back, you start to hear like moans. After a while, you start to hear like, and their mouths can't quite move to make words, but the moans are really more about feelings of. It sounds more like pain, like.
Gosh. Dang, I don't know how I can help them. I'll just try to talk to them, like, just kind of like, hey, I'm here, like, just kind of, almost kind of like cradle them, like, get low, just try to talk to them. That's all I can do. I mean, I can't heal them, so I'm just gonna.
Who are you
I'm just
talking
old
to?
school,
One of the musicians that was there,
Or
or
just anyone, whoever is moaning, like, because I'm not whoever, because I'm just checking all of them, so not particular, just
Okay.
anyone, whoever can kind of
All right.
post one to me.
And you're talking to one, and where are we? What happened? And they move their head just a little bit. And you can tell that movement is painful.
Hey, don't, hey. Just easy. Just everything will, as much as can be explained, will be explained later. Just please, just rest, okay? Just rest for now. That's the only thing you need to do.
And they don't move anymore or say anything. But they're all kind of in pain as they're like.
I'm gonna call it Dwen. Dwen, can you? I think they're all kind of hurt. I don't know if you have any kind of healing spells left, but they're all. I think they're all kind of in pain. I can't do anything.
Well, I do have some potions, but remember, I'm afraid to use spells right in this immediate area because
I was gonna test it with something.
Well,
but
I say we try to find how far out this area of effect goes, and then we can start setting up some sort of station where magic isn't as effective.
Smart, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just.
Good choice.
And you remember how far you were before. You know where you can remember where you'd set up camp before, and you were out of the range of it, but you had to be in the tree line at that point, within the trees to do that.
All right, so I'll march over to the trees.
I'll go with. And should we test it though? I mean, this is a different place. I mean,
yeah.
What if it's spread?
I'll just use my cantrip.
I'll do it. You did last. No,
Sure.
you tested last time. So let me.
Okay, you'll get a flower beard.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do mage hand. Just like okay, back up. Just
backs up behind a tree.
just like. So.
You guys judge me so harshly, and now you're doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Vesryn gets a little tingle in his mind.
Anime sneeze.
So you go to cast, and the healing spell goes off.
Well, I was doing mage hand.
Can you make me? Oh, use a mage hand.
I
Okay, use a mage hand. Okay.
I wish I had a healing spell.
Yeah. All right. So can you make me a percentile roll, please?
Yes, I can.
It's funny if it turns into a giant hand and just like starts chasing everybody around.
It's like running with its fingers. She's like, doop, 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 doop.
Yeah. Has a little top hat and like a little stick and does like the hello,
36.
my darling thing.
36.
36.
Suddenly, death.
You go to summon a mage hand and you summon death. Oh shit.
Wait, never
awkward.
mind.
It was just a
That is like,
cantrip.
you cold?
You feel
Death, I haven't seen you in 200 years.
when you cast it, you feel very energetic, like you have energy. Like,
Yeah, guys. Oh man, I feel great.
Nice.
We're fine. We're good. We can do magic all day. This is fine. We're good. Whew.
all
Does anyone
good.
feel that? Feel that energy? Man, it's like, wow, this is great. Let's you cast all the healing spells. We're fine. Just cast whatever. Things are great. I just feel pumped all of a sudden. I don't know what it is. Man.
I don't know what
Hipley's
brand-
very extreme. if you hadn't known in chat.
Hey, Scott, it did it again. There's two
Oh
Blakes.
my God, what is going on? There are.
I'm
And I'm not even moving my
multiplying.
mouse.
I'm multiplying.
What?
It's like suddenly.
It's taking over 3/4 of Jada there.
It did it earlier, but Scott
There we
fixed
go.
it, and then it just did it again.
There we go.
It's me, guys.
What's happening
I'm
is
trying to
the
take over.
windows are all expanding really to their full width, and I can't figure out why. It's so bizarre.
And she's like, well,
Wow.
maybe we should go down the road that we made.
Why? But we're good here. I mean, come on. Like, I feel great.
I mean,
like,
we'd have to
let's
clear
just-
out an area. I think we need to lie down.
I mean, okay, yeah, that's fine. That's a good point. You know, just I can probably clear it out myself right now. I've got this energy. I might be able to just start knocking it out. You know. Really
Well,
easy.
I mean, we can just. I mean, if you have so much energy, you can start carrying people down the road.
Oh!
Bang.
Oh, there's a bang.
And you hear a bang, and you see him sit up all of a sudden. And he looks like he just woke up.
Are you?
coming back with firewood. Bang, relax. You partied way too hard.
Head hurts bad.
Oh, yes? That's what happens. Just we're trying to figure everything out right now. We're setting up some fires. If you want to come sit by
Why
a
are you
fire,
talking so loud? Oh.
If you want to come sit by a fire, come over here.
And he scoots over and he wraps his legs around the fire.
Yeah, make one fire just for him.
Okay.
He just takes the whole fire. Warm.
Woody.
I'll be back in a little bit, okay?
Thank you, Vesryn.
Vesryn, yes. You got a good memory. I like you.
Bang is tight.
Yes. And then
And you go and get firewood with. And while you're going out, he goes, so, I still have that question about your family. Is it still cursed? Or whatever it was?
I don't know.
I mean, it was in the book.
Well, could you explain it to me a little bit more? Maybe then I can give you a better answer on the subject matter.
Well, the book doesn't say a lot. It just says that your family was corrupted and may forever have problems maintaining the family well.
Well, if that's the case, then yes, they are corrupted. We have issues within our family, for sure. As you can see, your father had his issues. My younger brother.
Christ said that all curses can be lifted with the right sacrifice, but none can be lifted without.
Well, if we can figure it out, even if it means myself, then yes, I would love to fix that for my family. I wouldn't say we're all corrupt, though. I don't believe so. Your aunt Ratha, she's a very powerful mage, possibly more powerful than myself. She is a kind, wonderful person who can see the future. And there's also my twin sister, Ileana. She is a kind soul. And Alred, your uncle, he is also kind.
So the men in the family are cursed then? Only the boys?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I hope I'm not cursed, and Alred is good. I know that.
What about your father and your mother?
My mother has disappeared. On our island, they call it ascension.
Maybe she went where the trees raised her too.
Maybe. But my father, he was a kind man when I was younger. But when my mother disappeared, your grandfather, when your grandmother disappeared, something changed in him, and he's been different ever since. Broken hearts, but whatever it is, he's been cold. Though I will say, as much fear as your mother had about him finding out, he seemed rather excited at the idea that you were alive. In fact, he encouraged us to go look for you. I don't know what that means.
You mean the one that wanted to kill me?
No. I don't know.
Because that doesn't sound like the same person, if you ask me.
I don't know if he actually. I think she was worried that he would want to, because because of how my father was and is. He can be two sides of a coin. Like one day you might catch him and he might be polite and courteous, and the next day he might be a raging maniac. So
that sounds like your family is cursed, at least the men.
I would hope that you're not correct, because then that would mean the curse is on me.
You tried to kill my friend.
No, your friend led the attack on my friends after we called for peace, and I wanted to send him a message. If I wanted your friend dead, he would be dead. But I wanted him to know who he was messing with.
You sound like them. And he just picks up a bunch
them?
of wood. Like he sounds. If I wanted him dead, he'd be dead. Like, that's how he talked. And you know what?
Really?
He killed friends of mine. Do you kill your friends' friends?
No. Actually, the only people I've ever killed are those who attack me or the people that you see here.
And his demeanor's a little different from that point out. And he's just gathering the wood, and he kind of like shuts down the conversation as much as he can.
I will tell him, as I said, obviously you don't know me very well, but I will show to you in time that I am not what you are currently thinking.
Mm-hmm. And he gathers more wood. We may have enough now. And his arms are like full.
Yeah. And then when we get by because I'm setting up the campfires near the water, so we're away, so I can use like my fire spell, just like the firebolt, to light the fires. Quickly light them up. So we just set up several campfires so people can be brought near them. And then I will go and assist anybody who is struggling to walk there to help them get near the fires for warmth.
Okay. And you guys start to arrive, and you guys see them coming back. They look kind of like Thrangle or Taliesin looks sort of stoic, and is kind of walking at a pace a little bit ahead of Vesryn with just all the wood. This should be enough, I think, for one. Oh God! And he sees the fire wrapped around by Bang. Oh, we may need more wood. And he looks at Bang, and he there are giants bigger than us.
Yes, they are.
Like a lot bigger.
Yeah, we're giants that kind of mixed in with Fae. So we not quite as tall, but we got other gifts. And then I'll she's gonna go down the road to find out where, like, the point where, like, magic stops being affected totally.
Okay.
Even just so. And she'll tell the group that. I'm gonna find.
It would just hauling bodies, like using that energy, just hauling the bodies, just bam, bam, bam.
You have the energy to do it. You're carrying them, well,
just like
fires carrier style, whatever.
Drop.
Jada, while you're out here, as you move further away from the stones, that second tapping in your clock gets weaker. It doesn't disappear, but it gets weaker and weaker as you get further from it.
I'm just gonna keep ping-ponging so I can test it.
Okay.
Where it completely disappears and where it comes back.
Make me an investigation check.
Great. Intelligence is such a high stat.
At 20, come on. This one's gonna be a 20.
You only have a -1.
17.
Oh, really good. So,
yeah, I know.
So actually, it's not that you realize there's actually two things going on here. You're getting the sound is not because you're moving further away from it. It seems to be because you're moving in a certain direction. Not only away from it, but there's a direction that it also, like, it gets stronger in one particular direction. And you realize after like this movement that it gets stronger when you're in the path between the pillars on the mountain and this point, where the stones are. It's like stronger in this line between the two of them. And as you get away from that line versus just the stones, it gets weaker. I mean, you can't see the line, obviously. It's just like...
Yeah. Hey, nerds!
Everyone over, yes? What's up?
What are those? And I point at the pillars.
Kind of hard to see from here. Maybe we should all go kind of investigate. I mean, I think we can make it there pretty quickly.
Maybe you can.
No one else is getting there quickly.
Yeah, I might suggest maybe wait until sunup so we have at least the daylight with us. You were to go?
Are you getting a weird sense from it, or what's?
Yeah,
making
so
you-
there's two, I don't know how to describe this for normal people. There's two times, and one makes sense and is the normal time, and one is like a time that is like, oh, what's the word Cerridwen uses? Syncopated. And it's driving me insane. Also, it gets louder when I'm between the pillars and here.
That is interesting.
Did we lose someone?
Tiffany.
Oh, we did. You're right.
Dwayne was trying to do cantrips and it just went horribly wrong. He got ported right
Cast
out.
teleport.
And we're looking around and just, what?
I'll watch for her coming back. She'll be back in a second. It's not too bad, but I don't want to move all of you because the moment she comes back, it'll all be right. So
Yep.
I'll leave it for a moment.
Can you tell which one is the right time? I mean, so you feel two times. Is one the right one? Is one the wrong one? Can you tell which one feels differently? Is there?
Yeah, there's a right time, and it's not the one that gets louder when we're between this.
So
And then
that's
there's a
the
wrong
wrong time.
time. That's the wrong time, or a different time. I don't want to say it's wrong.
Okay, we get that. Okay.
So, I mean, there's a couple of options we can do. We could go check that out, I guess. I don't know what we would find up there, but it's curious, isn't it?
I say we go now. I mean, we'll have the energy to it, might as well. But these are right. Probably should rest. But I mean,
yeah, you should sit down.
I don't want to say the same thing, but it's this energy. It's like, why sit down when you can run? I never ran before. Kind of always in books. It's like new. Feeling this kind of maybe what is like adrenaline or something. I don't know.
Well, if you're
though.
done helping people, maybe help with the fires.
Yes. Yes.
Desus, make me a nature check.
Sure, okay. Well, that other Desus die failed me, so I'm going to use the other one. Come here. Wow. Okay, not terrible. It is a plus. Sorry, you said nature?
Mm-hmm.
So 15 total.
Okay, so it dawns on you. You've been out here an hour or two, maybe, getting firewood and getting these together. And the sun doesn't seem to actually be setting. It just seems to be stuck in this sort of dusk. And the sun hasn't set. It should have set by now.
Jada, you said you were feeling a weird time, yes?
Yeah.
We've been here working away for over an hour and the sun has not moved.
Yeah, you don't actually see the sun because it's behind stuff, but the light.
Yeah, just the sky coloration.
Right. You just know it should have been already very close to dark, or the sun goes down fairly quick once it's actually on the edge of the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys? Is this conversation? Am I catching any of this conversation while I'm doing stuff?
Yeah.
I feel you've been back by it because you came back, so I feel like you'd still be it. I was gonna, yeah.
All right. So at some point, there was one time back on Elixia, we'd gone through a portal. We ended up in this strange place that was very similar to where we were originally, though very different. And we had to walk away from it for some distance. And then when we got far enough away, we came back out into the Elixia. And when we did, that's when we found out that we had been gone for, I think, what was it? Was it 2 months or 6 months? I can't remember what it was.
2 months.
Yeah, we were gone for 2 months. But inside there, time stood still.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because we are dealing, I guess, with Fae stuff. And that always seems to be weird, timey-wimey.
I would say we can't really leave at this moment until everybody is really awake and moving. I wouldn't want to leave anybody behind. And when we were in the other place, we did discover things that were very useful. So perhaps we should use this time. I still think we should wait till at least everybody's moving and can protect themselves before we go off and explore.
Mm-hmm.
And
then, what do you mean useful? You said useful. What do you mean useful?
like useful information. We found out information about the stars, and about the history of the gods and their interaction with one another at that location. We learned a lot of things that we did not know before, and even were able to learn a little bit about charting the actual stars to where people can sail without being destroyed by Marva's chaos, which our cleric friend has taken back to study and share that information so they can better read the skies. But we found that inside of a place that might be similar to where we're at now.
Well, we should
You
investigate
lost me at gods.
should investigate the stones because they seem to be different but are still marked. You'll find something there.
I will say this. Dwyn had to wear the mask last time to see things.
I don't like that at all.
That seems like a bad
I
idea.
still want to see if I can mentally speak to that mask. So when I get a little rest, I definitely want to try that out too. Because I still think, the way I don't have to wear it, but I still be able to communicate with it. So, of course.
I think if we absolutely had to use it again, I'd rather keep it away from yourself, Vesryn, after what Thingro mentioned in the hut. And I want to keep it from her now that she's more connected.
Honestly, I'd rather it be me than any of you, because if my family's already cursed and corrupted, then it doesn't matter. I'd rather it be on me than cursing or corrupting you or your families or your future.
I don't have a family. You'd use it on me.
I think it's only the males in his family that are corrupted.
Well, aren't you a part of the male family too, though? Wait, so that means you're kind of corrupted too, right? Because you're.
Oh, dang.
I mean, I'm just thinking.
Did you really have to say that out loud to him?
I'm sure. And
he just goes into deep thought. Like it just goes. His brain shuts down and focuses
I'm
on one
sure
thing.
the
for a minute.
Sagewynd line is much stronger.
That's what I agree. I'm sure you're fine. You don't seem to be corrupted in any way.
But how would we know?
Okay.
I'd rather it be me, though.
I'd rather it be me.
Well, but like I said, maybe I just communicate with the mask and see if we can find out that way. That way, I know what to put it on. So, so let's get a little rest, get a little bit of mojo back, and try doing that instead. So that way, no one has to wear it.
What if we just pass it around like a hot potato every time we use it?
And then if somebody starts acting weird with it on and doesn't take it off, we'll knock them out.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless it makes it too powerful, then they disappear somehow or something. But I mean, yeah, it's a good plan.
Then it may have to be our.
Do you have to do that?
I understand what he's doing. We have to consider all possible contingencies. So.
What if somebody puts it on and then it immediately dies?
And that was their choice, which is why I think it should be me and not you.
Which is why
I don't think the mask wants to kill whoever's putting it on. I think they want to be able to use them.
Probably.
Why would a mask want to use somebody? Oh my gosh, this is like the strangest thing.
You will find, dealing with magic and cursed items, that there's a lot of strangeness to it all.
Do you have other cursed items? Like, are you just carrying cursed items all over you?
That's
Yes.
what I said. I
yes.
thought that was weird. Isn't that weird?
Very.
No, we're not carrying cursed items.
I mean, technically, isn't that mask a cursed item? So we're carrying it technically, right?
Technically, we don't know if it's the same mask.
Is it not cursed?
I don't
even know if it's cursed technically. Yeah, I mean,
Then there's no problem putting it on them.
It has powerful ancient magics that are far beyond our knowledge. So that's all we really know about the mask. And it allows certain people to see things through it. So that's all I know about the mask. And I know that when Dwyn puts it on, she doesn't want to take it off. So
Maybe it fits really well.
perhaps.
We'll say that.
That's fair enough. But I think we should rest. We should make sure everybody's near the fires. Once they're all near the fires, we should take watches, and then after we get a full rest, make our next plan. I don't think the time of day is going to change, though, as Dwyn stated. Not Dwyn, Theseus stated. It's not going to change. So it'll be this time after 8 hours, probably.
You live in a place that's always at twilight?
No.
Yes, we do. Yes, completely normal.
See, this is what I'm saying. You're now starting to write fiction right out of your mouth. Come on.
We are not sure where we are. We think that we might be somewhere in between where we came from and what we're trying to get to.
Maybe fixing the sun would lift your curse.
Well, I don't think it's tied to... First off,
Quite a leap.
we do not know if I am cursed. So until we have confirmation of that, let's leave the curse to the side. We'll put it
Especially because that means, sounds like
here.
you want to be cursed yourself, because you keep assuming that they're cursed, you're assuming yourself being cursed. So I mean, is that what you?
I mean, it was probably a long time ago, and maybe it's already been.
No, but it passes down though,
fixed.
because things like genetics, stuff like that. So
Tiffany,
all of us see.
You're not helping.
Welcome back. You're on your phone.
So.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. You're muted.
Oh
And
no.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
but
on
she's
my
still here, though.
phone For now, I'm just setting up. I don't know what's going on. We kind of had this problem for a while. We even had Comcast come and look at it. They're like, "Oh, everything should be fine now. We replaced the box." And I'm like, "Great." And now problems are happening again. So, I'm. It's like a weird thing. I'm setting up my laptop. So I'm just hopefully I'll be able to switch over to that and not have to live on my phone.
All right.
Sounds
So
good.
at least you're here, though. I mean, whatever works. At least got something, which is cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, let's take the whole curse. Is it Thrangle or Thrangle? I keep want to say Tangle. I don't know why, but I
Nickname.
I want to either call it Thrangle. Yeah. So Thrangle, let's take this, package this whole curse possibility, and put it over here until we have more information to confirm it. And let's just focus on the here and now. The here and now is we're stuck in a time slot where we're not moving. And we need to figure out if that place over there is connected to it. And we need to make sure all these people are safe so we can do that. So we're going to sleep, rest, make sure everybody is alive, healthy, and able to move if they need to. And then the rest of us are going to go up over there and check that area out. But let's not worry about the curse for now.
Okay.
What curse?
Exactly. What's curse? You guys can tell that Vesryn is visibly concerned and worried about this whole possibly his family being cursed. But he's just trying to, let's just, let's put it over here and not think about it, okay?
And you're starting to hear people making words now. You can hear them, getting their voices back. Not just the moans of pain, but also words. Most of it is confusion, like where am I, how, where am I at? But you hear from one person say, "Am I free now?"
Free? What do you mean
Who
free?
is that person?
Neo Sakil, am I free? And that is the person that,
Mm-hmm.
the one that was the problem, Talea.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
I was
What name?
Walk
What name?
over.
What name did they say? What name?
Neos Akil.
Neos.
And that's Naios. Akil.
Why did we tie this one up?
That's the dulcimer player that screwed it all up.
And when you go over there, Desus, her eyes are white. Like there's a milky whiteness over them.
Can she see?
Taylor?
Who is that?
It's your friends. We're sent by that. Wasn't it what Nails? What did they say? Because I'm gonna repeat that. Like we're sent by the same people.
Maybe a persuasion check.
All right.
I'll let you have that.
Always trying to deceive everyone, Hipley.
Yeah.
Always.
I'm your pop.
Not today, though. Not one. Not today.
Mm-hmm.
And her mouth sort of twitches for a moment, and and goes quiet, silent.
You failed. Now, depending on what you say to us, will determine if we turn you over to the authorities for potentially causing all kinds of problems and putting all the blame of what happened on you, or potentially coming to another arrangement. Feel free to make your decision. You can stay quiet and be accused. We already know that you did this for Naos Achilles. Naos Achilles. We already know you did this for them, so we can find them out. How fast will determine your cooperation.
I didn't do it for him. I did it for my family.
Insight?
Insight, go ahead.
It's not very good. 12.
Seems she's being forthright.
You say you did this for your family. What was the request? And what do you know? And what kind of trouble was your family in?
If I say any more, he'll kill them and you.
First off, he's not going to kill me.
And she catches herself and stops.
Let me make this easy for you, and you can tell us your story, and I cast suggestion.
Nice.
He's the eye of the witches. He's powerful beyond anything I've seen. He captured the ship we were on and took everyone aboard as hostages, and he uses us as needed to perform actions that he trains us to do.
And one of the actions was to stop the show from going on. That's one of the actions that
he taught me. I could play music very well from a young age, but then he taught me even better, to the point that I became quite good. And he told me what I needed to do here was I needed to get into your performance, and midway through I had to throw the song. I did what I could do to protect everyone else there, though, including myself, to freeze us in the moment. I don't know if it worked. I can't see at the moment.
Well, people were frozen. We'll say that.
Did some of them perish from the cast?
No. We thought they were dead, but seems upon our return they're coming back.
Hey.
All right. You're back.
I am.
And you popped it in the right position. That was awesome. I didn't have to move everybody again.
Yay!
Yay!
Where's your family now? Where's Naos Achilles?
In the eye. The Tower of the Eye.
And where's this tower?
And let's see my map. It is.
She can't even look around. She's like,
that way.
It is.
22's on the map.
That's just mean.
Right?
Let's see.
I guess to catch Dwin up, the Dulcimer player came through and he found out she was being controlled by somebody.
Yeah, Neosakili,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
the Eye of
And-
the Witches.
Yes.
Powerful.
And
Takes
she's-
hostages and uses them.
And she's claiming that she's the one who froze everybody to try to protect people. She's claiming that she did that.
In near Midvet, which is pretty far to the south. But he's rarely there anyway. He moves around the world.
Where is that where your family is? Are they in that location too?
As long as I performed, he said he would release them.
So are they like just trapped? Are they kind of just contained there? I mean, how is he? Does he have a whole bunch of men underneath him? Kind of.
I don't know all the details.
But you've
We
seen
were
your
all
family,
in
though, right? You spoke
I
to your
have.
family, though, right? Okay.
Yes.
Did he at any point tell you why you needed to disrupt this song?
No. It didn't seem like a big deal to mess up a band performance for a moment. But then when I saw what was happening, I realized I needed to do more, and I did what I could.
Well, as far as we can tell, you did mess up the performance, so hopefully he kept his word. But dealing with people like that, from my experiences, is they use lies and they try to convince you to do what they want, and then when you return, it's just one more favor. So unless you have a binding contract deal, not to be cruel to your feelings, I would not hold your breath that he's going to keep his word.
What else could I do?
I'm not saying there was much. I'm just letting you know, prepare yourself for the worst.
And if the maestro is here, I really do want to apologize. The piece was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
And Ohm's destroyed.
I guess I've just been like down the road, finding where the magic stops being
Okay.
interfered with.
All right. So you head down the road. Make me a nature check.
I would have tried to stop you at some point, by the way. I might have chased after you, only because we may be in one of those situations like we were on Elixia, where if we walk too far, you'll poof out.
That's an 11.
Okay. So how are you vetting the distance?
She'll just go and she'll start at like that, I guess, like the head of the road, and then just cast what should I call it, minor illusion, just see what happens.
Okay.
So I guess I can just roll a d20 a bunch of times, and then she'll try it like every 30 feet.
No, you're gonna roll a percentile first.
Okay.
Each time.
Okay.
Well, until a certain time.
Okay, so I got 52.
That's a new number.
And
So who was the last person you cast a spell on?
I haven't cast spells in a long time. Yeah, it's been a couple of sessions.
Did you cast something?
I cast one on. I used disguise self on myself.
Okay.
Oh yeah, before
I
the
think
show.
you're right,
You never
that's
cast
true.
it in the land, right? Because we went to other place, never.
Yeah, I haven't cast anything. in
Can you
a
make me a charisma save?
Okay. Oh my gosh, this dice is going to jail.
Cool.
That's a 10.
Oh,
With a +6 to my charisma save, I roll a 4.
okay. So you cast your illusion, whatever it is, and when you do it, you're like, you realize you may be the greatest caster that has ever walked. Like, you're really amazing. And you know you're amazing, like totally amazing. And your son, he's going to see that, and it is going to be awesome.
Yeah,
And
so I'm like, yeah, I am good at casting, aren't I? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just like,
and you
wizards
hear,
think.
you sure are. You
Just
really
like,
are.
oh, yeah, you can tell me again. Voice
You are.
from nowhere.
Oh,
This
you've heard this voice before a couple times.
No.
Oh, is it mask voice?
It is.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna be into it because I feel like that's how the effect would go.
You know, I don't think we're in the same place we were before, or are we? It feels different.
I think we're in a different time, but in the same place. You know, as the greatest caster that ever lived, you know, I know these things. Kind of like a little jaunty step.
God, I'd like to take a look.
Well, it looks the same. It's not that great. Just a lot of woods.
Oh, it does. It doesn't feel like it would look the same. Are you sure it's the same?
And she's just gonna.
What time? What time is it? Like, is the sun out? Is it night? Like, I can't even tell that from within your pack.
It's dusk, and then she'll. I guess I feel like.
Vesryn talked to Dwen though, right? I mean, I thought Vesryn, because you.
I was gonna try and run her down.
I said when I saw that when I realized that she was walking off, I would, because when Desus
She
had
has
said
a few
about
minutes before you get there.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know, I would have ran after her to make sure she doesn't go too far, because I don't want her to blip out and then we all be stuck in here without her.
Oh, well, I suppose it's the greatest caster in the world that I can let you come out and look, and then I'll he actually lives in my pocket dimension, so I'll just kind of pull it out of the pocket dimension and just wave it around. I'm the greatest caster in the world.
Make me a nature check while you're looking around with it in your hand and showing it the world.
Greatest caster in the world got a 10.
Yeah. Greatest caster is a bit oblivious to the world around. And as you're walking, you hear someone coming up from behind, kind of in the distance.
I'm gonna ready a spell because I'm the best caster ever, and
you see Vesryn in the distance coming up behind. Vesryn, when she turns around, you see she's holding the mask in her hand
and I'm
kind of waving it around and and she looks a little giddy maybe in the distance.
And I'm doing this ridiculous pose where I'm half twisted around and pointing my
Oh, come on, give me a good look. Make me a charisma save.
Dwen, put the mask away.
You're not that close yet.
Okay.
You see her.
Can I yell it or no? You should be able to hear
in a moment.
Okay.
That's a 14.
Okay. And you see her start to lift the mask, and then she stops. And you realize, Cerridwen, that you realize for a moment that you were about to put the mask on, and you didn't really want to. It was a weird moment where you felt this twinge of, oh my God, what was I about to do kind of thing.
Yeah, you see her untwist from her goofy pose and then just kind of stop and look at the mask and then be like, why did I bring this out? And then she'll just put it away.
And Vesryn, you see her put it away, and you get there right after that.
Twin,
What?
why'd you have the mask out?
That's the greatest caster in the world.
Still are.
Still am.
You got 8 hours of this giddiness.
Like, this place is good for magic. Come on.
As the greatest caster in the world, you are aware that that mask might be part of a curse that your son was telling us about that might have corrupted my entire family line, yes? I mean, you are the greatest caster.
How dumb am I? Like,
Not dumb, the greatest caster.
greatest
Completely
caster in
different.
the world. I'm like,
Completely different.
oh, right. Maybe we should take turns holding this thing.
We were just discussing that. Here, how about I give you the chisel and you give me the mask for right now, and I will put it away. Are you willing to give me the mask?
Like, there's like this pause for like, you know how like high people are like slow, and then she's like, yeah, I can do that, and then
Make
she can
maybe a wisdom save.
wisdom save. Okay.
Her or me?
Her.
Okay. Look, take the mask.
What? I haven't rolled over a 10. Okay. Wisdom save 8.
Oh,
You go to give it, and you're like, and you pull it back. You're like, you don't think
No.
you should give it to him. You're good holding it.
Wait,
Like,
I'm gonna try to
His
take it
family
from her.
is cursed. It may be worse for him.
Oh, I
Grab
give it to
it.
someone
I'm
who has
gonna
a cursed
when
family.
when she's like handing it out and I see her starting to pull back, I'm gonna try to take it. And, because I'm concerned about her. I'm worried
contested dex.
about contested decks.
We're getting
Like all
graded.
three of
Nice.
us just watching it. All three of us just like, whoa, it's gonna.
All right.
Hello,
What are we
Raiders.
doing? Are we doing contested decks?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Go
All
for
right.
it.
No, I've always heard children sometimes complicate relationships, but I didn't expect them to fight already.
Dang.
It's a lover's quarrel.
All right.
The
Oh
15.
yeah, where's Strangle? Is he
18.
watching this?
I got a
assume?
15. Okay, so you get it.
Okay.
All right.
And,
And once
then-
it leaves your hand, you feel even better than you did. Like a weight was lifted off.
You see her stand up a little bit. Oh.
and I'll hand you the chisel. I'll hand you the chisel because I don't
Thanks,
think
Ed.
anybody should have both.
Right.
And Morgan, while you're holding the mask, you hear, "Oh, excellent! A magic."
oh.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk to me.
Curse.
Can you make me a charisma save, please?
Oh gosh. Here comes a nat one.
Could be.
Why? Why, Blake? Why you gotta
Oh,
say
don't say
something?
I'm
things.
doing the opposite.
Things.
Reversing
All right.
the reverse
I'm gonna knock
psychology
on
on
wood.
the
It never
dice.
works for a 20, but it will always work for a 1. Don't say things.
All right. I rolled a 13, but I have a +2, so I have a 15
Okay.
total.
So you feel like it's like talking to this thing is not always a bad thing, but right now probably it probably should be put away.
Yeah.
But boy, it's hard to like just for the first time you feel what Dwin's been going through every time that she would pull it out or deal with it.
And while I'm in control, I'm going to tell Dwayne, for now, don't tell the others I have it. But if any point I pull this thing out and I start using it, you need to knock me out. If I won't
That's
get
right,
the
it's
mask
like
off.
shame on you.
She puts her hand
I-
on your shoulder. I will
I don't-
tackle you. Are you alright with that?
I'm okay with
That's
that.
so romantic.
That's fine. And you can see that I'm like struggling with this thing already as I'm putting it away. And I don't want the others to know only because they wish to share the burden of this mask. And I don't want this corruption, if there is corruption in my family, to spread to them or their future families or friends or connections.
It's
Hey,
possible,
Raider.
Jada. It's possible.
No,
Raiders,
it's not, and it better freaking not be.
why don't you say hi in chat, Raiders? Love to see all the new people in here.
What's up, guys? Thanks for joining us.
Cool to get a little raid
We're-
here, and it's we're midway through, so we have a little time too, which is cool.
We're in the middle of exchanging a cursed item between two players, so yes.
Yeah, super fun.
But they're making it. They haven't had the bad rolls yet. They've had medium, like mediocre rolls, but you know, it doesn't have too much sway over them yet. I mean, sway over them.
Yet.
Give it a couple sessions.
And when you hand the mask over, it dawns on you that it's still twilight, because you weren't there when they were talking about it. And it's been hours, and the sun is not set. And that makes no sense. The sun should have set at least an hour ago, maybe more. But it just seems to be stuck in this twilight period.
I'm guessing I see her looking around, noticing it. So,
yeah,
I'm not 100% sure, but you remember on Elixia, we went into that one portal with the large 2 towers of stone?
Yeah.
And it was just, and the time stood still there?
Yeah.
The reason why I chased after you is, just like there, remember we had to walk for some distance, and then when we did, we broke free from wherever we were and back into Elixia. I didn't want you to potentially stumble out of where we are if we're in something similar.
True. I mean,
There's some places we need to check out in here first before we leave. Make sure we're not missing anything, any key details.
right.
Also, I may have upset your son. He does believe our entire magic family the men in the family might be cursed. Hipley informed him that means he might be cursed as well, which seemed to throw him for a loop. But we were talking about his friend that I had attacked, and I told him that if I wanted him dead, I would have, but I didn't want him dead. I just wanted him to know that we meant business. If they were trying to hurt you or the others, that I wasn't going to allow it. It seemed to put him a little unease. So perhaps you can talk to him and explain it better than I did.
And I could try. I mean, we barely know each other as well.
Yes, but I think it'll come better from you than me, a magic. You're a Sagewynd. I'm a magic. So, from that book that he cherishes, my family is corrupted and evil, and you are the heroes.
No. I suppose. DM question. Does he look like he has any, elf in him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But he looks more. But he looks like he has more of you than Eldrin.
Okay.
Which could mean maybe he has Eldrin's temperament.
He's like Dwayne would never say this aloud to anyone, but I think it's kind of funny. But she's kind of thought he has a bit of a blockhead, like Eldrin.
Well, he's definitely very naive.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, I think you have a point. I'll try explaining it better.
One other thing.
Mm-hmm.
You may want to explain to him how the birds and the bees work, since he thought he came from a forest. I don't think anybody gave him that talk.
Just
He's probably due for that at some point.
Right.
Wow.
Didn't think I'd have to jump right onto that. But okay. Also noted, I didn't even think about that. It's just
just something I was thinking about as we were coming through, and he was, shocked that you were his mother, not a tree. Yeah.
Okay, and then
I think the others are ready for us. Let's go. I'm glad you're.
And the three of you that are back that are not there, can the three of you make me perception checks, please?
Will do.
Jesus, Jada, and Hipley.
Is this one?
21 for me. This is really
It is a 9.
I also got 21.
I did.
Nice.
I got a 9.
So,
Yeah, 21
so Desus and Jada, you see some movement in the tree line a little further in, and you notice there's eyes peering out from the darkness in the trees. 2 sets of them.
Are you seeing this with me, Jada?
Unfortunately.
Seeing what? What are you guys seeing, huh? What's up?
We're being watched.
I point directly at it.
All right.
Yeah.
Being blatant about that, we see them.
Oh.
You?
I see, like, don't look,
Now-
don't look.
Now you see them.
I was gonna cast a spell, but I remembered.
And then one of them blinks, and they sort of back into the forest. The eyes disappear into the trees more.
I would like to chase after them.
Okay.
I'm
So
I'll
you're
go
gonna
too.
bolt at them.
I'll be right. Yep. I'll be right back.
I'm dipping too. I'm going as well. Still on that energy.
It's Vesryn and Cerridwen in the tree line. Oh, sorry, you found us.
Oh.
What are you doing back here? What are you doing?
See, Jane, this is probably like, see, this is what that talked before about lovers. This would be.
They're talking about the birds and the bees.
They really are.
Yes,
Yes.
Sometimes you need to, a better example. So.
Right. So you charge into the tree line.
I'm dipping
And-
as well.
You're following.
Yeah, because I still got that energy, so I'm sprinting, using that energy for all it's worth.
So
I guess I'll stay with the people.
That's smart. I'm
as
not
the
smart.
2 of you head in, you hit the edge of the tree line, and suddenly you see the eyes are there again, and they rise up, and you see this huge bear with the beak of a bird
No.
and feathers charge back at you instead of running.
All right.
And all of you hear this, "Rah!" and this beast charges at you, and another one comes out from the woods behind it, and it's massive.
It's fine. We'll
Can I get
charge it.
initiative from the 2 of you?
Can I do 2
Hell
Eldritch
yeah,
Blasts?
let's
Can I do 2
go!
Eldritch Blasts before? Darn it, because I was going to attack it before. All right. Well,
Scott,
Yep.
Oh, boy.
is your alarm?
Oh yeah, we should take a break real quick so that Morgan can go check on stuff. We'll be right
This
back
would be a
in
good
just
point.
a few minutes. You're right. It'll be a
Thank
good
you.
point. We'll be back in a few minutes, everybody. See you in a few.
yeah.
And then we're gonna kill stuff.
Or get killed.
Yeah.
No spells.
Actually,
All right.
Killed by an owlbear.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was blissfully ignorant of that. I forgot about that for 2 seconds. So.
Morgan freed your mind.
And the rest will follow?
I don't know, maybe. So you charge in, and this beast rises up with a big, huge beak and feathers, but more bear-shaped than bird shape. And it starts charging at you, and then the other one starts following up. After.
If I can do surprise, I was going to Eldritch Blast before, but I did roll initiative because I knew you asked for that.
Yep.
Before the break. I got a 22 for that.
I got an 11.
I was so tempted to try my hand at an owl bear growl.
Do it.
How would that? Ooh.
That's actually pretty damn good.
That was pretty good.
I always picture them first yelling like a bear and then going, "Whoo!" at the end.
Jesus, what was your initiative?
Oh, I didn't get to roll yet. So 16.
And who had the 11 and the 22?
We had 22.
I had the 11.
Okay. You know what's funny? Jada, you are a combat machine, and you always roll bad on initiative. It's amazing.
I roll bad on initiative with every character I have. It's me. It's not Jada. It's me.
Be a cleric.
Scott,
You need to go on a pilgrimage and heal yourself.
Yeah.
Do you want us to roll our initiatives just to have them already done?
Sure.
Or just that way you don't have to stop it to roll it when we finally get in the scene.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't know. It's not bad, actually. It's a pretty good roll. 16 plus 3, so 19.
I got a 5.
With your bonuses.
Yeah. I rolled a
Wow.
5.
Do you remember, you're the greatest spellcaster, so remember that.
Yeah, I'm just taking my time.
And that's why you go last. That's why you go last, so you can survey and make the best decision, the greatest.
Got to come up with the strat.
Okay. All right. So, Hipley, you go first.
Blast. 2. Ooh. I don't think any are going to hit, though. That's fantastic. So it's going to be a 16 for one. Maybe that one might hit. And then a 12 for 11 for the other one.
The 16 hits.
Awesome.
And as you're charging at the
10 points.
At the bears, bolts go past you.
Ooh. That's fantastic. So there's bears, and then we got owlbears, and we got something
at the owlbears.
Oh, at the owlbears.
I was gonna say, like,
I was like, whoa.
Past Jada at the
Really
owlbears.
need backup. My God.
That's 10 points of damage.
And these beasts, even when they get hit, it doesn't make them slow down. Their ferocity is just too deeply ingrained in them at the moment, and they are hungry.
Let's go. I'll keep.
All right,
yeah.
so
Unfortunate.
Desus.
Okay. Seeing that, I'm gonna channel in my circle of stars druid stuff, and I'm gonna do a guiding bolt.
Do we have to roll for doing these spells? Do you need to roll anything or no?
Oh yeah, roll me a percentile. Thank you.
I just screwed myself, but it's cool though.
In a good way, maybe.
Let's see.
We'll see.
Here.
Where's my D10?
Who knows?
Am I?
Maybe
30.
Maybe you'll get like a plus 40 to your attack.
30.
You never know.
Almost
Very
32
nice.
again. I was like double speed.
Okay.
That's not a good sign.
What are you attacking with, Desus? What are you doing on your turn?
I was going to do a guiding bolt.
Okay. And Jada, what is your cord made of on your weapon?
I imagine something's. Oh, it's a chain. It's a chain now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It gets smoldering hot in your hands.
Oh fuck! What the hell? I mean, I drop it.
Yeah, it gets
Am
like
I-
smoking hot.
Am,
and
am I on fire? Wait.
you drop it fast enough that you don't take damage from the heat metal that is making it glow
Oh dear.
with heat. And it is the first owlbear's initiative. Oh no, Deezus, you have your thing
Yeah.
to do.
I was waiting for the presentile to happen.
Yes.
All right. So guiding bolt. My modifiers. Okay. Nice.
I'll be right back.
That is plus my druid stuff. That is a 19 total.
Yes.
All right. So 4d6, and then next attack on the bear has advantage,
Of guiding bolt.
which we will probably need it.
Dang, when did you go first?
I'm sorry, the d20s just weren't in my favor.
It isn't the first attack that's vulnerable too with guiding bolt, so not only advantage, but it's like vulnerable, right? To whatever damage it takes next.
Nope, it's just it takes radiant damage. Next attack roll made against it until the end of my turn. So he will be covered in glittery, glowy motes. Right. Oh. So my total damage 5, 10, 15, 16 radiant. That's 46, yeah. So 16 radiant.
All right. And roll your
I've rolled
percentile.
3 5s. That was cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And medals. Ooh. 58.
58. Man, you guys keep rolling right in the middle of the chart. It's so boring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
So when you cast, your spell goes off, and then all around you, the weeds start to entangle everything within 20 feet of you. That would include the first owlbear at this point, who's charging in, and Jada, who's right there behind you. Hipley's far enough back that it wouldn't have gotten him.
Wait, I charge. Wait, I'm confused.
Yeah, I was the one.
Did you?
I charge. Yeah, so it's opposite.
Oh, I thought you stayed
charge
back to
forward.
cast. Okay, so you charge forward too.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of you are entangled, and the first owlbear is under
Well,
the...
did Deezus come with us though? Because I know me and Jada charged, but Deezus was staying back with the people though.
Yeah,
So-
she was
Oh, you're
fired
right.
from the
Deezus
woodline.
stayed back. You're right.
Yeah.
The people are entangled, and they're running ahead. They're not entangled.
Oh,
Well,
I forgot
hopefully
you
that just
stayed
means
back.
everybody's protected
They're
here.
safe. They're right.
Stay in the underbush. Stay down.
Yeah. On purpose, it's okay.
And you
I
can
did
move
this on
through your
purpose.
own entangle. You're okay with it, probably.
Yep.
So your spell goes off, and then suddenly the ground roots reach up and start wrapping up things. And we're now to the first owlbear that is charging in. So who is in front of whom? So is Jada in front, or is Hipley
I
in
was
front?
dipping with that energy. I was like just dipping. So I don't know. I mean,
How fast are you? What's your speeds?
30.
30.
Okay.
But I took
Who
off
has the higher
first.
dex? You did take off first. What's your?
I think I got a
Is there
higher
a big
dex,
dex
though.
chain difference?
My dex is 14.
Dex is 18.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Hipley dips.
yeah. Hipley gets out ahead
And
of
we'll
you.
get killed by this owlbear.
He needs that
Okay.
speed to protect books, okay? The
Very
second he sees them drop, he's got to grab it.
All those years of keeping people from touching books without gloves, he's just really
So-
fast at this point.
Super fast about it. That's funny.
I mean, he's just barely ahead of you, but the owlbear, when you get close, it lifts up and it swipes at you, and it comes down with its beak to bite.
Come on.
All right. What's your AC?
Not high. 14.
Okay. Oh, you only get hit with one. So. All right. Hold on.
Really? I use
go.
interception.
Use what?
I use interception. My reaction to cast to intercept. It basically says use reaction to reduce the damage to a minimum of 0 damage. So
Okay. How much do you
Ignore that
reduce? Okay.
it
It's
says
roll it.
1d10 plus 3 to a minimum of 0
Yeah,
damage.
roll it.
Where's my d10? That's not a d10. There we go.
By the way, I just want to talk. I love how that rule says to a minimum of 0. Like, because there would be somebody out there. Well, I took it below that. So does he heal up? Because there would be somebody out there that would do that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
It's 7.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Hipley, you take 9 points of damage, and its beak comes down and chomps down on your shoulder, and it hurts. It's a big ass beak.
Felt good.
All right,
Now I'm in the clutches of an owlbear.
Jada, you're up. What are you doing?
Okay. Is my rope dart still hot?
Oh yeah, it's like smoldering hot on the ground.
That is super annoying. Okay.
And the owlbear's right in front of you now, biting down on Hipley.
All glittery.
Good.
Okay. Well, wild. This is a great time. I'm going to. I shouldn't cast, but I'm gonna twin a spell. I'm gonna twin firebolt, and I'm going to hit both owlbears.
Okay. Wow, that's cool. Roll.
Do I want me to roll my percentile dice first?
Give me double percent.
No, do it after.
Do it after? Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Then I'll just. I have advantage on the first owlbear, whichever one that.
The one in the front, the one's biting down on Hipley.
Yeah. I'll use this die. Hiya! Okay.
Did you really just hiya? I love it.
Maybe. Mind your business. 22 to hit.
That is.
Okay. One is 2d10.
I'm yelling that every time I roll an attack die now. Hiya!
Yeah. Okay. Wow. This is math. 12 plus, no, just 12. 12 points of damage. Fire damage.
Nice.
To that one. And then to the other one. No, that's a 2.
Yeah, that's not it. Okay.
Nah.
Now rolling percentile.
Yay.
I'd love to see Jada with a beard of flowers.
Oh, would I? That looks super badass. 52? Have we rolled that one already?
I think so. That sounds familiar.
Yep.
At least rolled in the 50s a couple times.
Yeah.
We like the middle ground. It's our favorite in this party.
That's a very interesting one.
Oh no.
Ooh.
I'm scared.
And the owlbear lets go of Hipley, and it looks at you, and it kind of just sort of stares at you and like walks over like a puppy, and the other owlbear's coming in behind.
True love.
Charmed. Just finds you so charming.
And
I'm a pet
other
owlbear now.
Dope.
What's your AC?
Who?
Oh,
You?
Me?
Actually,
13.
it would be
Hipley.
Jada.
okay.
No, not Hipley. Jada. 13. Okay. So the other owlbear, it tries to attack you, but the owlbear that's kind of walking over like a puppy gets in its way, and as it tries to leap over, it kind of stumbles over it and doesn't hit you. And then we're down to
What's happening?
well, the other one slowed up all of a sudden right in front of it, and it ran into it from behind as it was about to leap over it and attack.
I think Jada's saying that in character.
Jada said.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Jazz got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I was too slow.
You're so valid.
All right, we're back to the top. Hipley, the owlbear let you go and is now like acting weird, but the other owlbear is not acting weird at all. The second one,
I'm gonna
it's
hit the other.
acting aggressive.
I'm gonna hit the other one. We'll look at the other one and be like, okay, all right. Both going to the other one. Ooh, they both might 16, and the other one's gonna be a 22. So they're both gonna hit.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, come on. Ooh, so it's gonna be Wow, 2 7s. So each are going to hit 7 points of damage, each of them.
Okay. All right. Desus, what are you doing?
Okay.
Do we need to roll again or no, since it's already rolled before? On a percentile?
Oh, yeah, you do. Sorry. Yes. I got to remember that every time.
I guess you time to think.
I don't know why I should even remind. I should be like, it's cool.
It's more fun. It's okay. It's more fun to
love wild magic.
Little chaos stuff.
42.
That's a new one.
Stop yelling.
Instant death. No.
You guys, I don't feel. I want 32. We'll get more energy again. Get that double it up.
God, could you imagine if that was on the list? Everybody go quiet, like, oh my God, don't roll 42. Don't roll 42.
I tried to end up dying. I rolled a 14 percentile.
Okay, you and the owlbear disappear. Everyone else does not see you. Just and you're gone. I'll get back to you in a moment.
Okay.
Oh no.
Peace out, y'all.
And
Yeah, that changes my my idea here.
actually, Vesryn and Cerridwen, can you make me a perception roll, please? Perception check.
12.
Yeah.
12.
Well, that won't do it.
Ooh.
You let me down, Vesryn. Thank you.
Nat 20.
Thank you, Glenn.
29.
You think you hear the sound of some kind of a combat, but with animals or something over by by where your party is. As the greatest caster in the world, you're totally can handle it. But when you look in the direction, you see up in the air, there is a falling owlbear and falling Hipley. Way up, in the clouds area, they're falling.
How far is that?
But I think that fall damage go.
Yeah.
Oh, you can always cast fly. Hopefully,
That's what I say. Do you have spell slots left?
No, I don't. I got that's what you else.
Someone have Featherfall as reaction.
I do.
Am I within
I got an idea.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run.
It's okay. I got an idea.
I'm gonna use my full move. I'll run over there to get 30 feet closer. Am I within 30 feet? I mean, 60 feet of hit play at this point.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna keep running.
Do you say anything to me? I just see her running. I'm like, what's going on?
She's just like, hit this falling, and then she's just gonna run.
Your mic's very scratchy. I don't know what you're doing to it. Maybe you're right on it. Oh yeah, when you're not on it. Now it's better, much better.
Yeah, hit please falling.
Yeah, don't do that. You don't need to get that close. It sounds better when you're not right on it.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
hit please falling.
Yeah.
That sound good?
Yes.
All right, hit please falling.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Vesryn sees that, and I'm going to yell out for Bang. Bang! Catch Hipley! Hopefully that'll help. I don't know.
I got an idea. We're good. I got this.
What were you doing, Desus?
Well, I didn't understand about the whole Hipley in the air, so I don't realize that.
No, you don't.
So I'm going to continue with my original plan. I'm going to make sure I can move away from the people and get as far as I can in entanglement a little closer, hopefully within 60 feet. And just in the area.
You can totally get within 60 feet.
Yeah. And then in the area where Jada, the owlbear, and possibly invisible Hipley and other owlbear, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Oh, okay. So when you cast, everybody there gets, has a green glow.
Within a 20-foot cube, they all have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. Or
and it's just like this glittery blue to violet white light.
Pretty.
And the owlbear there takes on a glow.
13.
All right, I believe. Well, yeah, it has
What
to
is
beat a dex of 14.
Yeah.
I'm glowing.
You are now glowing a 10-foot radius. Yeah, and I'll roll my percentile.
42.
Ooh. 7.
Oh.
7's an
Like,
interesting
I like
one,
hope it's like
probably.
42.
Hold on, I gotta look something up real quick. Give me a second.
The eyes
you
of
say?
the eyes
What number
literally
did you say?
ascended.
7.
7.
You said 7.
Yeah.
All right.
This is great.
See, guys, this is what it means to ascend.
I accidentally killed Jada.
Well, now you're descending though. Oh, I don't know this spell.
Oh God.
Morgan, do you know the spell Beast Speech? I don't see it. I wonder if it's a UA thing.
Beast speech is probably is probably like talking to animals and stuff. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I assume
Yeah.
so too.
It's
But
similar.
yeah,
Hold on. Let's see here. I'll do beast speech.
yeah, it's not in there.
5e.
That's where I was
Eldritch
going.
invocations. Yeah, I think it's the speak with animals. It says you can cast speak with animals at will without expending the spell slot. It's
Well, that's tight.
So
Yeah.
you can speak with animals now without casting
Oh.
for the next 8 hours.
Awesome.
And I'm
Can you
fall
talk to
for
my
my
new
death.
owlbear friend?
All right. Desus was 16.
Yeah.
That makes Owlbear 1 rises up in front of you, Jada, and it brings its weight down on you. Not like an attack, more like playfully.
Uh-huh.
And it tries to push you down to the ground.
Okay.
What's your strength?
Okay. I'm pretty strong. I
Make me a
guess I'm not that
strength roll.
strong. 15.
Strength.
15.
Okay. Well, your strength. Oh, yeah. You don't have to roll it. It just
Okay.
totally pushes you down and puts its weight on you, and it has a long tongue that starts licking your face
Ooh.
Oh.
from out of the beak. And when it opens its mouth, it's smelly, like.
Now you can. Oh, you can
Dead
smell right
foods.
now.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you.
Oh, they
No, she
can
can
taste.
now.
I know they
She
can
is-
taste. Can they
can't
smell
taste yet.
too?
Yeah, I can smell. I think I've always been able to smell.
Yep. It has a function
Gross.
for you. And
Can I see Hipley falling from
Now that you're on the ground.
now that I'm
I'll
on
give you
my back?
I'll give you a perception check. I mean, it may be an owlbear between you and Hipley, but who knows?
Natural 20!
You see him and the other owlbear falling, right
Are they-
above you.
Oh shit!
I got a plan though. I'm
Wait.
good. I got an idea.
Oh god! Oh god! Do you have a plan? I don't know that you have a
I have
plan.
a plan. I know you don't, but I got a plan. I know you don't, but I got a plan.
All I see is my friend falling. Okay. When they get within 60 feet of me, I want to cast Featherfall. Just let me know when that happens.
Okay. And Vesryn, I assume you're following Cerridwen. Cerridwen's had already taken off, and you'll both be there in the next turn.
Oh, can I have taken my turn? I was after the owlbear, right?
And now it's your turn. Yeah, Jada. Yep.
Sweet. I don't know what to do. I just yeah.
It's obvious to you that the owlbear is not trying to attack you.
Mm-hmm. I will awkwardly reach up and pat it on the head, like
Awkward pat.
good boy, good boy. Can you move, please?
And it kind of moves to the side of you, and its butt pushes, Hipley away a little bit. Not Hipley. Desus away a little bit. And Desus, you can tell this owlbear is playing now. But of course, there's the problem of Hipley, so maybe it's not that big of a deal at the moment.
It's not a problem.
Less of a concern.
I don't have a turn. I'd like to hold. How about this? I'll hold my turn for when the other owlbear gets within range or possibly dies.
Okay.
The fall damage. this thing's gonna go super splat.
All right.
Can I take the dodge action? Can I try?
You
I'm
could.
under an
you can try.
owlbear.
You
I'm under an
can
owlbear.
disengage.
Yeah, but it's on top of me.
Yeah.
Just give it a little tickle, and then that's your
you
disengage, and you can roll it out.
You can get out from under it if you want. It's just it's being playful, and it's it's not holding you down as much as it's just got itself over you.
Fine.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. Okay. In that case, I will squeeze out from under it and just kind of like, okay, good bear. Yep. Bird thing. But my attention is on Hipley.
Yes.
And the other owlbear.
And
does this trajectory look like it's gonna crash into us? Or...
Oh yeah, you're right under it, where it was. It was directly above, and now it's coming straight down.
Something a shadow gets bigger.
Yeah, I'm gonna try pushing the owlbear out. I'm gonna be like, go, shoot, that way.
22.
This way.
Hipley, you find yourself in the sky in the clouds, and suddenly you and the owlbear are falling together, like next to each other. The owlbear's not trying to kill you now.
I'm gonna grab onto, try to write it down, try to use it as a cushion, like a pillow.
Yes.
I don't think that's how falling works. But...
It's not, but I'm gonna do
I
it.
used the owlbear to break my fall.
Oh goodness.
What you need is a
bit of
trampoline
stamina.
below the two of you so that you can bounce back up together.
I mean, I feel like it has more meat on it, so like I feel like it's still be softer. So, when
Feather, fur.
It's about to be soft. It's about to be real soft.
Oh, gross.
Sorry.
Okay, so 22. Make me try and grapple it.
oh god, okay.
Yeah.
All I can think about is that what that owlbear is probably thinking. That what the hell?
Ooh.
Just...
I'm gonna try to grapple the owlbear.
Is that gonna be just a
Big
strength?
Dex. Oh no, it's
Dex.
strength.
Okay, yeah, Dex. No,
Up
okay.
here it would be Dex. Up here it would be Dex because it's more
Okay.
about getting it grabbed and held.
Yeah, it's not that high. It's only gonna be a 10. Ugh, darn it.
Okay. So you can't quite grab it. You're falling, but it's just
That's what I'm going for.
slightly
I'm
out of
trying
reach,
to.
So maybe pull your
Oh.
jacket out.
You can become a flying squirrel.
Then I'm just gonna close my eyes, and so he's gonna close his eyes. Like, well,
Okay.
gonna meet Tahana pretty soon. So
Vesryn,
Yes.
you are now within sight of the group, and Cerridwen's up ahead of you, but you have a higher initiative. So
Yep. I see. At this point, I see the one owlbear that seems to be friends with
it's-
Jada.
yeah,
It's not
maybe.
fighting her. It looks like it's like cuddling against her, and she's like, "Shoo, shoo!" Like,
Yeah.
and then I see Hipley, and I'm sorry, Hipley, I don't have a spell that can help you. Not in my wheelhouse. I'm trying to think here. I mean, I will probably hold an action to see if that owlbear does turn on Jada, and if so, then I will attack it. But I will keep moving towards it, and if I can get up there, because I have a movement of 35, so I'll be moving to get up there. Yeah. And I'm even faster when I go into Blade Song because it gives me more movement. So,
Disgusting.
yeah. So, but yeah, I'm just running up, and I will be prepared to like throw a firebolt at if it attacks Jada. And I'm like, somebody help Hipley.
I got him. It's fine.
Okay.
Help me move this bear so it doesn't go
Oh.
splat.
Oh man, I sent it. Okay.
Desus, the bear and Hipley are getting pretty close. Like, you think that they're nearing at the speed they're going to, that impact is coming up soon.
Well, cool. I got nothing.
Okay.
It all comes down to Jada.
Just
I gotta
Look.
oof.
at least at the owl bear that's with us here on the ground. I'm like, so I haven't registered yet that I have beast speech going on from that roll. So I'm like, you got a shoe. Go. I'm also moving out of the way of the
And
falling
Jada,
Hibley and owlbear.
you hear her speak like a beast, and this thing turns at you. And while it's looking at you, it sort of nudges into Jada.
But I love them.
They're best friends
And then
now.
it just
okay?
turns right back to Jada and just totally ignores you talking to it.
Okay, they want you to move, and I just keep moving back. And I guess I will prepare a guiding bolt in case something attacks.
Okay. Jada, your turn.
Okay.
You think
I'm
that
going-
you're into that turn where it may be time to cast soon?
Yeah.
Okay, I have
Well,
a backup plan.
Featherfall's a reaction, so whenever
Yeah. So you have it
it's
ready.
within range. Yeah. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take like a couple steps to the left. So see if it follows me.
I tried.
I really don't want to do this. Can you please move? Please. I do not. You're very cute.
Care-
I'm gonna call you Earl.
And it
Oh,
follows
there's
you.
Dr. Earl.
And it follows you wherever you're going away from the area, and it keeps like nudging into you and like putting its weight gently into you to try and push you over to play with you.
Okay. I will give it pets, but my attention is solely on Hibley.
Okay.
I'm warming up to Earl though.
I got a
Cerridwen.
backup plan. We're
You're
good.
doing like the Baymaxing. There.
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 Yeah.
I'll use my full movement, and I guess I'll also use my action to try to get to Hibley, and then so after I move 60 feet, am I within 60 feet of Hibley?
When you move your 60 feet, he's just outside of that range, but he'll be there soon. In the next turn, he'll be in there.
All right. She'll just wait for the reaction.
Okay.
She'll have Featherfall ready to go.
Okay.
Okay.
So you both have it. Yeah. Nice.
Well, I don't know. I didn't know that Cerridwen has it.
Hibley,
No, I mean-
what are you doing?
We're just
We're
both
back
gonna
to
cast
So
it.
I'm gonna quickly take out that staff. I'm gonna think words we're dying for. This long we're dying for. Then too, I'm gonna stab it into the owlbear. See if I can get it to spring. Like it probably be in land, but like you know what? I'm falling to my death, so I'm gonna try anything. So I'm gonna stab it into the owlbear to see if that'll make the hut appear.
Oh God. You're gonna drop a house on us?
Yes.
Ah!
And thus the campaign ends.
Yep.
Hibley,
Survives.
How did everyone die? Well,
Hibley dropped a house on us,
Yeah.
Which
would
of the
be
West
ironic.
style?
Which would be ironic because we've talked in the past about dropping a
Yeah, I
house
know
on
how
others
those
before.
work.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is how it has to
Definitely.
be.
I can't believe this is happening.
The only
What
way
is
to
happening?
go.
So you plant it into the owlbear. Can you make me an attack roll?
Yes.
Does the owlbear count as ground?
Oh man.
That's what I want to know.
How will the wonky magic
what
affect
what
it?
am I adding to it? So it's a base 15. What am I going to add to this 15?
It's a dex based attack, so you get your
19. 19.
So you reach the owlbear and plant the thing in, and even with no land below, you have implanted it into a space that could be a basis for it. And the house expands in the air. And suddenly everybody below is seeing this house start expanding
Why?
at this moment.
Not helpful. Drop a house on everyone.
And then the library is destroyed while we're all dead.
So the bear is spinning around underneath it. So the house is spinning around as it's starting to expand. Also. And the house. All right, can I get dex saves from everybody that is not Hipley? We'll get to Hipley in a moment. That isn't Hipley.
Would I be that close up? Would I be that close
Actually,
up?
no, you and Cerridwen aren't there. You're not that close. The rest of you, please make dex saves.
Jada, I value our friendship. Goodbye.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Shouldn't have named him. That's the problem.
Do we even save Hipley at this point?
Does Featherfall work on houses though?
No, it does not.
Just in this moment, I grab Jada's hand with the owlbear.
And the house comes down.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hipley, what? Can you make me a dex save?
So, question.
I would have cast the Featherfall.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can get.
I still would have cast it. I would have cast it. As I'm realizing what he's doing, it's too late to take it back now.
Okay, so
I don't know where that dice just went.
Oh, so you cast Featherfall.
You can pick up to 5 creatures, by the way.
Yep. Yeah.
Cerridwen, you see this house is starting to fall. Attached to the owlbear that is sort of spinning around it, and suddenly Hipley is gently floating. But the house.
I don't think it would matter if you put it on the owlbear, anyways, though, because the house is still on top of it. The weight of the house would be on the owlbear.
It's still heavy. Yeah.
You could try. I mean, maybe you both put all of them into the house.
If we combine,
the base ground is slowly falling. Would the house just slowly fall then? Is the question. Let's test the science.
Science is magic.
Because science, yep.
We have 2 people that are casting Featherfall, which can do up to 10 people technically, both of them doing it.
And but they could be flying too. They roll 42. I'm just saying because we got that as well.
I cast Featherfall the bear. It's just like yeah.
I also, if this matters, would like to cast Interception on Desus. I would like to use Interception on Desus.
You play a caster one time, and everything you do is a casting action, right?
I cast sword.
I can't stand it. I wouldn't have had to cast anything if somebody didn't heat my metal rope dart.
Let's go back to you casting the Featherfall, and roll me a percentile. Make me a percentile roll.
Oh boy.
Both of you. Oh my god.
Maybe this will teleport us out.
Oh my god.
We can only hope, right?
Maybe it'll create a huge dome over you guys to protect you. Maybe that's on the wild magic chart. Huge
11.
Dome.
Ooh.
Maybe now I'm going to be in the sky.
Wall of Force.
Oh my gosh.
No, not that useful. Yeah. And so you cast Featherfall, and Hipley starts falling slowly, and then you were going to cast. What else were you going to cast?
I'm not casting it. I'm just if the house does end up impacting us, I will take that 1d10 plus 3 from Desus' damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll use Interception to absorb
so
that.
Yeah.
So the house comes down.
Jesus.
Question: Did my Featherfall on the bear slow it down at all?
No.
Okay. Well, I tried.
But the house doesn't come down straight. I mean, everyone that's under it is still under it, but it doesn't come down like this. It's tumbling in the air also. So it comes down at an angle, and then after it hits, it starts, it comes down and it goes. And you intercept the Desus damage.
Oh, shit. 10 points of whatever damage.
Nice.
Taken off.
I think Vesryn just looks at Cerridwen and goes, what?
It's like the two of them, like they just slowly look at each other, like.
What just happened?
Can I get con saves from Desus and Jada and the owlbear actually?
Please, this one.
Will there need to be a percentile for the house because is that technically a spell or no?
No, it's not a spell.
Okay.
Fun. Total of 10.
Oh my god.
20 math, 23.
Okay, so you made yours. You'll take half damage. And what did you roll, Desus?
10.
10. Oh yeah, you'll take full. Minus 10.
Oh my god.
Full minus 10.
Okay, so.
Oh my god.
This is a house. Like how much?
Kills me,
damage is it
Hipley.
gonna be?
I'm gonna haunt you.
And Hipley's just like, oh, if I would have just waited a minute, they would have had me.
Oh my god.
Oh, buddy.
I just float down safe. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna kill everybody. This is fantastic.
Not
I'm
everybody.
like dying. I'm over here
Just
dying.
us.
I'm just thinking, like, I'm imagining this.
This is very classic D&D.
Sticks.
It looked
Everybody.
real cool. It looked real cool in my head. I was like, you
And
know
you know-
what? I got this house. Like, I'm fine.
And you know, in that moment, because in that moment of panic, you know, Hipley was thinking, like, this is a good idea. And then he's like, why did I do this?
Why?
Terrible idea.
Like an emergency wrap in midair. Like it's gonna do something. Like,
Okay, so Desus, you're going to take 69 points of damage,
Nice.
and
out.
Jada will take actually minus 10, 59
Still
points. It's fine. And Jada will take half that, so you'll take 34 points of damage. But you take the 10 from her, right? Or is it
Yes,
just
but
absorption?
it's as if I were to like if I had
Yeah,
a
so-
shield. I don't have a shield, but it's
Yeah. So the house comes down, and Cerridwen and Morgan and Vesryn, you see the thing come down and then starts
How's my bear?
leaning over. Oh,
did it
He's
kill
dead.
the owlbear at least?
yeah, it did. The bear did not survive that.
Earl.
And the house comes slowly rolling down, and then on top of the house, on the front porch of the house, Hipley comes floating
Oh
down
my God.
to the center.
Okay.
Hipley, can you
can
please
I-
remove your house? Can you please remove your house so we can get to our friends?
How do I do? Yeah.
So-
You
Question.
lift the staff out, and the house.
Question.
Yes.
Just for flavor, it doesn't have to be this ridiculous, but I'm still up. Can I just like have propped the house on my back?
Hell
Until
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
as,
That's
I'm
awesome.
as I'm standing over Desus on my dead bear.
Whoa.
All right. So the house has not fully fallen because Desus, through the miracles of modern machinery,
You mean Jada?
Jada, through the miracles of modern machinery, the house comes over, and as it's falling, it kind of rolls over the top of her, and Desus is under her. The damage is massive for everything there.
Hurry, hurry! I don't think I can hold this.
Oh.
Well, the damage knocked me out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I am. As soon as the house is gone, I run over and
And
couch
then
healing.
Hipley pulls the staff out, and the house disappears. Oh,
All
and-
right.
Oh, he's feather fallen. So
Yeah. So running over, casting healing word on Desus.
Vesryn just is staring, like just completely in silent, like, what
Yeah.
did I just witness?
it's a good thing you have the greatest caster alive with you to
Yep.
take.
And all I can think is, and these people want me to share the burden of
10.
this mask with them.
Thank you.
Oh,
Excuse me, I am
oh,
amazing. Thank you very
oh.
much.
He doesn't know what happened. All he knows is you guys went and a house fell out of the sky. All he knows.
It's true.
He's like, that's all he knows.
So how many did she get back?
She got 10 back. I cast it at 3rd level.
Where's that?
Uh,
you want me to roll percentile dice?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So
I love that. Oh.
for my feather fall, I rolled 86,
Okay.
and for the healing word, I got 36.
So, 1d4 minus one of your friendly creatures have advantage on spell saving throws for 1d4 hours. What was the second roll?
We could have used that 3 minutes ago.
What was the second roll?
36.
36. We did this before. And Cerridwen suddenly takes on the form of an elf that is pale, white hair, and her form changes from a Firbolg to a drow.
I'm kind of waking up as they heal me, like, oh.
Yeah, her clothes are way too big for her.
Yeah.
Would we know what drows are? I mean, because I don't know if we've encountered
Only
them
from
before.
legend.
Okay.
You've heard of them and you know what they look like because they're like boogeyman kind of stuff for the elves.
Hold out her hand. It's like purple. What am I?
I believe you are a drow.
Oh.
Did I see the house fall on
Still
Thesis?
beautiful, though. You're beautiful.
Did I see it
Oh.
fall?
You didn't you didn't see who was under it. You just saw the house kind of under you.
Okay. So I have no clue. Okay. So spin the back of my pocket. I'm finally thinking, okay, everything's good. No, everything all in is well. So I don't even know like what's.
Hey, boy.
When you removed the house, you saw it.
Oh, okay. Was able to realize?
You saw that they were under it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just there on my back.
Jada's on their knees. Jada looks rough. I have 6 hit points.
Healing word. I'm Jada.
Do it and then make me a percentile roll.
Yep. You get. Yay. That is a total of 7 hit points.
Yay.
That was my max, and then my percentile. I start falling. 25.
You don't notice a change. Like nothing happened that you could tell. All good.
Oh, that's usually
To
the
me.
worst.
Do we not move for a while?
He says, I am so sorry. I
I
thought
see your
for the
thought.
moment I didn't.
I see your thought.
I am so sorry.
My bones are broken. Shh. I see your thought.
Just gonna pull out my lute and
It's a lesson.
start playing a song of healing. Will we take a short rest? I'm assuming we're not gonna move for a while.
Yeah.
I'm not moving.
There's a lot of
That was
pain
a
going
lot.
on here.
Who's that playing him? Who is that?
That's Twin.
When she's got a new form,
Oh,
and she's still beautiful. I love the look.
Yes,
like he was gonna apologize forever for this. Like I did not mean to drop
And-
just.
It wasn't just on Desis. It was also on Jada and her new
gosh.
pet, Owlbear.
That thing that's the bush. Wait, what
Yeah.
owlbear?
Her previous
Oh.
pet, Owlbear. Her
Oh.
former pet.
You killed her new
I'm
pet.
trying not to think about it, please.
Oh, I mean, maybe it can be healed. I mean, it's.
It's the most.
There we go.
Hipley totally won the combat, though.
So is this better than the last TPK of your last party?
You know? No. I think this is worse. I think this is actually worse.
All right.
We lived. It's a funny story. This will make a great epic poem for Dwin.
Oh my
Falling house.
Falling house.
So we get 1d6.
Choices were made.
Yeah, I posted in the Discord and in the chat.
Thank you.
Is that a spell? It's a spell, right?
Well, it's a song technically, because it's like a bard thing, right? So
Yeah, it's a bard
Oh.
feature.
Yeah.
It's a feature. I wasn't sure if it was a spell that you're doing on your, or if it was a feature.
Yeah,
Sweet.
it's a bard feature.
Not as
3
well.
HP.
Did I have it? I don't think I had. No, I didn't take it.
Of course, I rolled the lowest die.
I rolled a 1.
Me too.
Hey, twinning today. We really are.
I mean, I got scratched by a bear. I mean, it's not the house, but I mean, I got.
At least
That's
we're alive.
So
Did the people see this? Are they still waking up? I mean, are they still wrapped? Like,
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
entangled.
No, they're all watching. They're all a little ways away, and Bang comes over and he lifts up the owlbear and throws it on the fire.
Owlbear's on the menu tonight.
Skinning it
no.
would be first. Okay.
I'll take care of this.
What the fuck?
I'll see each other cooking, I guess, and then she'll go assist Bang.
there's two. He let him have that one, and we'll have the other. We'll have the other one.
Okay, I'll start. I guess I'm gonna pull this bear.
So, can we all agree that from now on, if any of us start falling from the sky, we do not bring a house with us?
you know, I think that's
I
directed at
could
me.
catch you. I could catch you. I have caught you before. Why did you think I was going to catch you this time?
No, I was, because I have this. I don't know. I mean,
I feel for my horns to
I-
make sure they're still intact.
I have this connection to something, right? So I figure like it has to help eventually. I mean, it's with my whole life. I feel like at some point it's gonna have to do something good. At some point.
It's done
So-
plenty of things. Plenty of really
Yeah,
good
almost
things.
kill people. Like
Bro,
yeah,
I
almost
think-
crush
well,
you
that
guys.
was
No.
I don't
That was a
want to be
choice.
cruel, but that was definitely you, my dude.
To-
That
to
was
be-
you.
To be fair, to piggyback off of what she said, I reviewed the item for you, and I'm pretty sure none of its features that I listed were save you from falling in the sky. I think it summons a house. That's what it does. So I'm glad everybody's okay. But in Hipley's defense, I'm pretty sure if any of us were falling and we weren't, we were just panicked for a moment. We're near a spot where magic goes crazy. It's a little bit terrifying.
As I said, I understood his thought.
So
Just really hurt.
let's just be thankful that none of us are dead. I'm sorry about your friend.
Earl is dead.
I'm sorry about Earl. But
We'll drink tea in his memory.
Gwyn's just tying the rope around Earl, and he's like, "Well, I guess Earl's on the menu."
Yeah.
And
But- on the right side, they won't be able to attack the people that are at the campsite, so that's good.
And we have meat
Oh,
for
wait.
everyone now.
Who was firing at the owlbears? Or what happened to those? Because someone was firing like there's bolts, like arrows. Like I remember when I was running towards, like you said, like someone fired something at them.
I think that
anyone-
was
did-
Scott
did anyone- did
describing
anyone
your
see-
Eldritch Blast.
No, I thought he said. Oh, I thought he said.
No, it was the Eldritch Blast. It was the
I
blast.
think
Oh.
he was telling Jada when they were charging that
okay.
he saw.
Hit one and one
Things-
past one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, these owlbears did the most damage I've ever seen them do to a party this size and this strong.
Well, the owlbears didn't. I think.
No, it was Hipley doing the most
Okay.
damage to everybody.
Okay. I
They
mean,
caused a panic.
Yeah, all he did was show up, basically.
Mom, how did they survive a house falling on them?
how did he know it was
Should-
me?
Should
I'm a
Shit.
drow.
he saw you change?
Okay, all right, cool. I'll take it.
And what happened all to you?
Well, I'm not sure how Hipley started falling from the sky, but Hipley has a staff that lets him summon a house. And I guess he thought the house was going to break his fall, so he summoned the house, and then the house fell on Desis. And then I guess Jada intercepted that.
I'm a
And
druid, not a witch.
And and I got here in time to heal her so she didn't die. We're just very hardy at the end of the day, I suppose.
Dee says perhaps you should take off those red shoes from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw on my Fisher boots. It'll be fine.
Can you help me carry this owl
Can I go
bear?
home?
Yeah, he comes and helps you.
She just kind of gestures at herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she starts walking with him.
How do you spell Taliesin?
Tiffany is visual. Give me
I'm sure there's not a pause.
Talesin.
Okay.
Do you want to be called that?
What?
Or do you want to be called Taliesin, or should I call you Thrangle? No.
I won't answer to Taliesin right now. I've always been Thrangle, but we need to get this owlbear on the fire and cooking. This thing on the fire and cooking. We got a lot of people to feed here.
Yeah, but I can call you Thrangle. Whatever you're comfortable with is fine.
Hipley, you have a staff with a house in it?
Yeah. It's
Wow.
yes.
Yeah, it was an heirloom. I guess was what you'd call it.
Did any ibises come to you this time when it fell? Were there just any
The cats.
They were flying down. Cats weren't. Snakes
Giant
weren't.
ibis could have done something. Jeez.
It was still being popped out.
So I was like, oh no.
Birds falling on the people. Like,
Yeah, that would have been great. Add that to the vault.
Yes, I have it's I don't really know what it really is, but yeah, I can kind of summon a library. Maybe in better circumstances I can show you, but it's not.
It has a library in it? I bet those books are everywhere now.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god.
What?
I get up and run.
What did I say?
I look at him like you're still
really
cursed
nice.
and run.
Wow.
I'm running towards the area.
Towards what?
Where the house? I mean, did anything actually fall? Because like I'm paranoid.
No,
I'm
it
like,
went right back into the staff.
Whew. Okay.
And you can't use it again for a week.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
I was going to ask if we could use it soon to look up this guy, but I guess we'll wait 7 days.
Gotta do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
I love that you did that. Morgan loves that. Vesryn is like confused and dumbfounded.
Everyone, yeah, I love it. Twins like, why?
I'm gonna be like groveling for thesis forever with the rest of the campaign.
Yep. It's like you owe me blood now.
Totally. You totally.
Now I got 2 favors from 2 people in the party. Collecting.
That's why she's really here. It's that tiefling in her. She's like, I'm making deals and collecting souls.
The nicest way possible, though.
Yes.
Through her own deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of the worst way possible.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And you guys are exhausted and sore. Well, except the greatest caster. She's doing great. Except she looks like a drow now.
Yeah,
Vesryn's fine.
Vesryn's fine, right?
Yeah.
No issue.
No flower beards, no brown skin, no falling out of the sky. She's good.
No.
Thesis, can I get you a plate of food and something to drink?
You know what's funny is I'm the only one who did not cast the spell today.
I know.
God.
Astounding.
The rest of us were giving you like so much hell last time, and then one was like, "Okay, we're just gonna go for it."
yeah.
Hey, these are different circumstances. People's lives were at stake.
This is the best night ever. Oh my god. My chest hurts from laughing so much, man.
And as you're sitting there, it stays twilight, like the sun never seems to be going lower, and something flies out from the two pedestals, and it's very far, so you just see like a silhouette, but it flies off into the distance from the two posts up in the mountain. And I think this is a good place to stop.
Mm-hmm. No, let's continue. Let's see what else we can do wrong. Let's see what other chaos we can cause.
Yeah, this is a good list. This wild magic list. There's some things were very unexpected.
I think this is the first time in 30 some odd years of playing that somebody teleported in the air and dropped a house on the party.
Well, yeah, it's not a common occurrence.
I don't think that's a common thing, actually. I don't know how often that would happen ever.
And I just want to say, this is one of those things that makes me love this game, because you could play this for 30 some odd years and still be completely surprised that something new can happen. I just love it.
Wow.
Yeah. I can do this again. I got a Misty Step. I can somehow make this work again. Like, bam, bam.
So if you Misty Step up, do you still maintain velocity?
That's a good point. We'll find out next time.
Hey.
He's got a taste for dropping houses. He's got to be stopped.
Won't stop.
Hibley's gonna wait 7 days. He's like, next time I'm gonna get them all.
What would I'm gonna sneak, fly up in the air, just use fly up very quietly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and you all like sit down to rest. Thrangle sits next to Cerridwen and whispers as everyone starts like resting. He says, "Hold on."
Just playing your lute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all this time, where were you? Like, were you in Elixia?
Oh yeah, mostly. I just kind of threw myself into work. The bards of the Jaylee, we go around and collect stories and write them into poetic song, and just kind of collect history. So I was just going around the island.
And do I have any brothers or sisters yet? And that's where we'll break. You can think about that one for next week.
Yeah.
Is there something else you want to tell me?
All right.
Hibley's like, yes, I'm your half brother.
Enter
I'm your father. I'm your father. I'm your half-brother.
Hibley does weird stuff. Drops houses. His father is a brother to his children. Like,
He's his own grandpa.
he's an enigma.
Time travel.
All right. Time traveler. Right. Why not? All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week. Tuesday, 9:30. Same time. Bye.
Bye.